Let me first thank you, all of you, for your active participation in this conference. It's a crucial element for us that there is not just people speaking and others listening, but there is a bit of participation and some exchanges, both within the conferences and outside the conference. This conference, as it was mentioned, is the first one of a series of 4 conferences on rural development, focusing on community-driven local development. It will be followed by one in KP, which should take place within a month, another one in Sindh, within more or less 2 months' time, and it will finish in Islamabad towards the end of November. The objective of these conferences is to share with the Pakistani citizens and decision makers some of the experiences and lessons learned of the RSPs about their activities of community-driven local development. And we would like to show through those conferences how the RSPs, with the full support of the EU, are able to contribute to poverty alleviation, economic growth, and a stable and democratic Pakistan. Another objective of these conferences is also to create an environment in which all the relevant stakeholders may meet, exchange ideas and practices, so that the RSPs can improve their methodology and approach to community-driven development. They are doing a great job, you are doing a great job, but no one is perfect and we can always improve. And it's through this kind of fora that we can get new ideas and that we can improve and get better. One area where there might still be some work to consider is how the RSPs may take their approach a step further towards an inclusive governance approach and closely work more with local governments, as it is the case in Balochistan under the Balochistan Community Development Program. Indeed, we should not forget that it is the state that is primarily responsible and accountable to its citizens, and it is the duty bearer. We agree that it is important to empower the community members and the right holders, but it is also critical to strengthen the state institutions to exert their legitimacy. It is therefore important in the long-term sustainability perspective to embed all the activities of the RSPs within a policy framework which is fully developed, implemented and coordinated by the government. I would like to take the opportunity of this conference and of this audience to highlight that these 4 conferences on community-driven development are fully inscribed into the EU partnership with Pakistan. Indeed, over the past few years, the EU has emerged in Pakistan as a major actor in this area of community-driven development. We are currently funding projects for about 180 million euros, which is about 20 billion Pakistan rupees, notably under the Peace Program and the KP District Governance and Community Development Program in KP, through the Raha Program in KP and Balochistan, through the Balochistan Community Development Program here in Balochistan. Within the coming years, in agreement with the government, rural development will remain a key focal sector of the intervention of the EU in Pakistan. Indeed, more than half of the funds allocated by the EU to Pakistan for the 2014-2020 period will be committed into the sector of community development, rural development. As of today, and really today because we got the confirmation today, from this envelope a project has been signed by the government to do community-driven development in Sindh with an total envelope of 82 million euros, out of which 77 will be coming from the EU. And it will be doing this kind of activities that were presented today in 8 districts of Sindh. The proposal for a similar program to extend the current program in Balochistan with an envelope of 45 million euros, approximately 5 billion rupees, for Balochistan. It has gone through some of the first steps of internal approval within the EU. We hope to have it approved and signed by the EU by the end of this year, and to have it signed by the government of Pakistan early next year so that we can start activities at the latest by middle of next year. I would like to sincerely thank 3 actors without which none of this EU intervention in community-driven development would be able to take place and be successful. The first actor I would like to thank are the provincial governments of KP, Sindh and Balochistan. Indeed, their commitment to this issue, their sincere desire to improve the life of their citizens through such an approach, through RSPs, through community-driven development, all this sine qua non prerequisite, without which none of this would be possible on that time. So sincerely thanks from the behalf of the EU. The second actor I would like to thank are the RSPs, where through their staff, from the CEOs to the community mobilizers or their administrative support staff, they show professionalism and commitment to this issue and to develop and improve their approach in the life of the people, of the Pakistani people. So thanks to the RSPs and the staff. And thirdly, finally, and most importantly, I would like to thank the community members themselves. And I know there are some representatives today here, so I hope that you can share this word of thanks from the EU to your members. Of course, none of this approach could take place without your commitment, without your open-mindedness to ideas, with a willing to work together in trying to improve your lives. So I know you're the first beneficiary, but you're also the main engine behind all that, and thank you for that. Shukriya.